But first, breaking news on this Monday, another shooting at Lenox Mall, Lenox Square today.
This makes the third incident in just under 2 months that we've been following. 11 Alive's Hope Ford just talked with police. Hope, the one piece of good news here, I guess, is that it sounds like the victim is going to survive and the response was fast.
Yeah, that's right. The victim is going to survive. The victim right now is in stable condition at Grady Hospital. And as you mentioned, this is the third shooting in the past 6 weeks here at the Lenox Mall. All of them are isolated shootings. Like this one happened in the parking lot of Bloomingdale's as the victim and the suspect met here for a pre-arranged meeting. Now you can see that there's an SUV. That's where the victim and his friend showed up here in the parking lot at Bloomingdale's. They planned to meet the suspect, and at some point the suspect shot the victim one time in the abdomen, and then they left the parking, and then the suspect left the parking lot in the car. So no gun was found here on site. So police right now trying to work out to find out what that meeting was about, why exactly were they here, and what happened that led the suspect to shoot the victim.
So this was not something random. There was a connection between the victim and the suspect, and we're exploring what exactly that connection was.
And so police, they are looking at surveillance video with mall security right now, trying to confirm the identity of the suspect. All we know right now is that the victim and the suspect, they're both men in their 40s. So again, as we've mentioned earlier, this is the third shooting in the last 6 weeks. And police, they're aware of what's going on. They're aware of what's happening. They told us, they're trying to respond quickly. They're increasing patrols here, and they're trying to make arrests quickly in all of these cases. So that's what they're really trying to do here right now, is find that suspect, locate them, and arrest them. Cheryl?
All right, Hope. Glad that the victim's going to be okay, but you really speak to that greater issue and the concern people have about what's happening there in Lenox Square and what's going to be done to address it. 3 in the last 6 weeks really getting a lot of people's attention. Hope Ford reporting for us. Thanks a lot. We'll have much more coming up throughout the evening on 11 Alive. About 3 weeks ago, Christian Edlin was shot by an Atlanta police officer at Lenox. Edlin's friend told us that a man had stolen his chain, and he and Edlin followed him into the parking lot to confront him. A police officer came up, allegedly saw Edlin holding the man at gunpoint. GBI says the officer told Edlin to put down the gun, and when he refused, that's when he was shot. Edlin survived and is charged with aggravated assault. The accused thief, Antonio Williams, is charged with robbery by snatching. A few days before Christmas, a Macy's worker was shot in the parking lot during a robbery attempt. She survived, and 2 men are now facing charges in that case. The shootings have raised questions about safety around Lenox Square and the mall there. To read how Atlanta police and the mall are addressing the issue, look for our story on the 11 Alive app in the As Seen on TV section. Some good information for you there. Plus, coming up at 6, why police were able to respond so quickly in each of these cases.